I want to ask you something before we begin. When was the last time you went outside, just outside, even for 10 minutes, without your phone in your hand or your pocket? If you're struggling to remember, this one is for you. Here's what was happening to me. Every time I felt overwhelmed, anxious, stuck, or just vaguely uncomfortable, I'd reach for my phone. Not to call anyone, not to solve anything, just to scroll, to fill the uncomfortable feeling with noise until it went away. That's anxiety scrolling, and it doesn't fix the anxiety. It just postpones it and then multiplies it. So here's what I did instead. I started taking walks without my phone. Not long walks, not structured walks, just outside, moving, alone with whatever was actually in my head. And I want to tell you what I found there because it surprised me. The first time I tried it, I lasted about 4 minutes before I felt the phantom reach, that automatic hand movement toward a pocket that had nothing in it. It felt strange, almost wrong, like I was forgetting something important. And I realized that feeling itself was the problem. I had become so conditioned to having my phone within reach that its absence felt like danger, like I was somehow unreachable, unprotected, unmoored. But I kept walking. And somewhere around minute 7, something shifted. My brain, deprived of its usual input, started doing something it hadn't done in a long time. It started thinking. Not anxious thinking, not the spiral kind, the other kind, the kind where a thought arrives quietly, unfolds slowly, and actually goes somewhere. I thought about something I'd been avoiding for weeks, turned it over, looked at it from a different angle, and by the time I got home, I hadn't solved it exactly, but it felt smaller, more handleable. My phone hadn't done that for me once, not once in all those months of scrolling. Here's what I noticed over the weeks that followed. The walks didn't have to be long. 10 minutes was enough. 15 was better. The length mattered less than the absence, the deliberate leaving behind of the device that usually mediated every moment of my day. Some walks were uncomfortable. My brain would churn, old worries would surface, unfinished thoughts would demand attention. But I started to understand something about those uncomfortable thoughts. They weren't new. They'd been there all along, sitting underneath the scrolling, waiting patiently for a quiet moment to be heard. My phone hadn't been protecting me from anxiety. It had just been keeping the waiting room full so the thoughts never got called in. Walking without it, I finally let them in, one at a time, at human pace. I'm not telling you to leave your phone at home forever. I'm not telling you to become someone who meditates barefoot and journals at sunrise. I'm just telling you, 10 minutes, no phone, outside. Let your brain be bored for a little while. Let it think its own thoughts at its own pace. Let it remember what it feels like to just be somewhere, without documenting it, without consuming anything, without performing presence for an algorithm. Just be outside, just walk. See what your brain does when you finally give it some quiet. This is a note from trying, episode 3 of what I did instead of doomscrolling. If these notes are helping you, the whole series is in the playlist. Every episode is a small, honest thing I tried. No perfection, no guarantees, just trying. Come find me in the next one.